please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As is our custom, we will start our meeting by going through previous meetings' minutes and approving, starting with the non-public work session on July 22, 2013.
I move to approve those minutes.
Second.
It's been moved by Mike and seconded by Neil. All those in favor? Aye.
I abstain.
Good, those minutes are approved. Next, we have the regular select board meeting on July 22, pardon me. Yeah, the regular select board meeting on July 22, 2013.
I move to approve those minutes. Second.
It's been moved by Mike and seconded by Neil. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Abstain on those also.
Those minutes are approved. Next, we have the Select Board public hearing minutes from the July 29, 2013 public hearing.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved by Dick and seconded by Mike. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those minutes are approved. And finally, we have the July 29, 2013 non-public work session minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Been moved by Dick and seconded by Neil. All those in favor? Aye. Those minutes are approved. All right, announcements. The Select Board will meet on the following dates. Regular meetings at 6 p.m. on Monday, August 26th, with the first public hearing at 6:30 p.m. regarding the purchasing of property at 46 Highland Street, and on September 9, 2013, with the second public hearing at 6:30 p.m. regarding the purchasing of property at 46 Highland Street. Work review sessions prior to the regular meeting will start at 5 p.m. All of these meetings will be held in the Town Hall unless otherwise posted. Weather observations for the month of July are available in the Town Hall, and citizens wishing to be listed on the Selectmen's agenda should notify the Town Hall before 12 p.m. on the Friday before the scheduled meeting. Okay. First item on the agenda is under correspondence, and I believe people are aware that the Cross Country Appraisal Group LLC is working on our town-wide revaluation, and just wanted to let people know that they have sent us a letter informing us, and I quote, "Once we begin the process of making real changes to the Assess Pro system," which is the database system that they use to update values, "the town can no longer rely on any values in the system for 2012 or 2013. All work being done during this last portion of the revaluation is preliminary, is subject to change, and is a, quote, work in progress," end quote. The town will not be able to hand out property record cards to homeowners during this process, as the value on the card will not reflect an accurate value. Homeowners will not be able to stop in the town to use the public system to print property cards. And I also have an email from Cross Country Appraisal saying that the final values and this whole process should be completed by October 8, 2013. So between now and then, the best source of information for property values will be this year's tax bills. Okay, next on our agenda is the introduction of Rick Bailey, the new Director of Public Safety for Plymouth State University. Liz.
Apparently I've got a letter that I was supposed to read, sorry about that. But I'd like to introduce Rick Bailey, who is our new Director of...
Could you come up front just to...
I should say my name too, sorry. Jim Hunterizer, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs at Plymouth State University. It's my pleasure to introduce Rick Bailey. Rick is our new Director of Public Safety and Emergency Management at the university. Rick comes to us with significant experience, having previously been a Chief of Police and served many years at in Nashua, the Nashua Police Department. Rick has a 2-year interim appointment with the potential for a renewable appointment for 2 more years if we should so mutually agree. But we're delighted he's met with Steve and the team and sworn in on August, this last Monday, August 5th, I believe.
Very good. Well, welcome. Welcome. Val Scarborough.
Nice to meet you.
Mike Conklin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Dick Lewis. Dick, nice to meet you.
Neil McGowan.
Neil, nice to meet you.
Any questions for Mr. Bailey?
They have to do anything.
All right. Well, thank you.
Welcome to
If you
Plymouth.
know where to find me.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Welcome
I'd also
to
like to
Plymouth.
thank Steve LaFave in the process of doing all this. Chief was great, very helpful in the process, and thanks to Frank Cutrell as well. Just for clarification, the reporting structure is that Rick reports to Frank, who reports to me, so if there's any questions about any of that, I'm in pretty constant contact with Chief LaFave as well, but if anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to any of us.
Great. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Okay. Moving on, we have new purchase orders. Steve LaFave, the DL Nash Construction.
And the purchase order there before the board is for, Madam Chair, if I have the exact dollar amount there, thank you. $8,969, and that's for renovations for the dispatch center. Basically, the dispatch center configuration is extremely odd because the dispatchers are stuck there and can't leave the room. We had to build them a bathroom years ago in the dispatch center. However, it was put inside the dispatch center, so there's a big square box inside the dispatch center. What we're going to do is move the wall back and push the bathroom out into the lobby, which would expand the size of the dispatch center. And that's what that dollar amount is for. And that's from DL Nash, who has already done some renovations at the police department, and he is local here in Plymouth, a local contractor here in Plymouth.
And the star marking the moment as well.
Correct.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't even think.
Yeah.
Is he the same, is he the guy that was doing some stuff when Steve was still the chief?
That's correct, yes. Yeah, we're very happy with his work and his product.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, there's some confidential stuff that he has to walk past every day, and we've never had any issues, so we're very comfortable with him working at the police department.
Does he sing while he works?
I have personally never heard him sing.
He has a good voice, though.
He does. All right, so, and very reasonable prices too for the work he does.
Yes.
If I remember what
Absolutely
we were
right.
comparing the last go-round of work, he was very reasonable.
What are the dimensions of the bathroom?
The bathroom, well, the dimensions, you gotta understand, the dimensions, I can't, it's like a 7x7 bathroom, which is an ADA compliant right now, so it's gonna be, that's also gonna be expanded in the dispatch center, so we're also ADA compliant at the same time.
So we handicap access?
Correct, yeah.
Is it going to be used exclusively by the call center?
I wouldn't say exclusively, because anybody who's employed at the police department could have access to it. It's just, it's right in the dispatch center. It would be inconvenient for somebody to
It's
walk.
not public, though.
No, absolutely not. No.
Any other questions? In that case, is there a motion to approve this purchase order to DL Nash Construction in the amount of $8,969 for renovations to the PD?
I move that we approve this proposal.
Second.
It's been moved by Neil and seconded by Mike. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It's approved.
Thank you. And with your approval now, we're hopefully looking at the first or second week of September to start this particular project.
Good.
It's like money.
Here's his word. All right. Next on the agenda, we have a, thank you, Steve. We have a proposal from prep
You want this?
contractors to essentially replace the town hall roof here in Plymouth. And this is a fairly comprehensive proposal, which each of us has in front of, for the total amount of $19,700. And we did discuss this during our work session. I would request a motion to approve this bid from PREP in the amount of $19,700.
So moved. Second?
It's been moved by Dick and seconded by Mike. All those in favor?
Aye.
That motion is approved, and following up on that, I then have a purchase order for the total bid for roof repair in the amount of $19,700 to be paid to Prep Contractors LLC. Do I have a motion to approve that purchase order?
So moved.
Second?
Been moved by Mike, seconded by Dick. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. That purchase order is approved. Okay. And next on our agenda, we have committee reports.
I don't have anything to report. I actually missed the chamber meeting last Friday, so I'll have to make it next month.
I do not have anything.
Neil?
The planning board voted to support the proposal for the fire department.
Very good. And I have no committee report. So moving on to new and other business, Ron Carroll regarding approval of taxi license. Is Mr. Carroll here? All right. Would you like to come up? And Brian, are you also?
I'm just here to help,
Okay.
as usual.
All right. And we don't have,
How you doing? I said, how you doing?
okay, Mr. Carroll. All right,
There is no licensing form. As you can tell from the copy of the ordinance, it was done on tissue paper and a typewriter 1,000 years ago. So it doesn't even have the amount for the license. There's a dash mark on page 2 that says in the amount of. So that's up to the board to settle. Mr. Carroll has given us a copy of his insurance with the town of Plymouth being named as a co-insured. And he has also had the background check done by Chief of Fed, which I think he passed.
He did indeed pass.
I have to chuckle at this. The definition of taxi cab is any rubber-tired motor vehicle.
It doesn't even require insurance on your paper there, right? So most towns do. That's why I gave him a binder.
Yeah, I think it is here somewhere. What was the question?
Does it require insurance?
Yeah. Oh, it does. I mean, it
Does it
says,
say how much?
Number 3.
no.
Okay. I gave him a copy of what I have, so.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
So, yeah, what is it? Is this your $500,000 liability, $500,000?
But most towns require.
Okay.
So do you work up in Berlin?
I'm licensed up there too, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Do
So you would show,
long distance out there.
so is there going to be a policy which identifies Plymouth as additional insured as well?
Yeah.
Is that, oh, okay, this is the Berlin one, I think.
Yeah, that's just a copy of my policy. On the bottom, yeah.
There we go.
Same policy,
Yeah.
as well as towns are.
I guess I can say that taxi service in Plymouth is something that I think is long overdue, so I think that's a great.
Well, there are some here,
Are
that's
there?
why,
Are there?
because there are restrictions, so the ones that are here that aren't licensed have been background checked, they still run.
I saw one the other day. I hadn't seen one in a long time.
It's funny, I just saw one yesterday down Route 3, like a half mile south of town. So, do we have other taxis, Chief? That you know of?
None in particular that I'm aware of. I know we used to. The ordinance is very old.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Right.
And there's no process or way to track anything or taxis who are currently up and running in Plymouth. The whole thing needs an overhaul.
I was
That's all
going
I
to
can
say, it sounds to me
It's-
like
it's
this is
very
something that
outdated. Yeah,
we need to
we should look at it again.
have to
and-
look at and update and bring it into the modern era, and not leave it in the, when the,
Maybe into the 20th century? At
no,
least.
let's shoot for the 21st. And we don't even have a form, a license form that we could sign off on, correct?
No, just thinking down that path, I think the authorization of the vote of the board would be enough for the purposes of Mr.
Absolutely, absolutely.
As with setting, I won't even say reasonable fee.
Well, and that begs the question of, do we have information, I mean, you probably have information on what other towns and cities are,
Yeah, they're regs like that.
their regs are thick. And as far as the fee that they charge goes,
What do you pay in Berlin?
150.
Are you over 21?
Yeah.
Does your vehicle identify itself
Yes.
as a taxi cab, or,
Yep, slotted, yeah.
and is it black?
Blue.
Because I'm just wondering what that one was I saw the other day, if that was yours.
The one I saw was black. Just had some lettering on it.
Yeah. I thought somebody else. Okay, well, what about the fee? I guess there's no fee, right?
well,
Yeah.
we can establish it. I don't know, Berlin charges 150.
You think we should do a little study?
I think we need to look into what the fee should be. But I think we should probably establish so that we can, let Mr. Carroll know that it won't exceed a certain amount. I think it's unfair to send him out of here saying we're going to look into it and then let him know 6 months from now that, well, Berlin charges $150, Plymouth is going to charge $1,500. I think it would be wise to look into it, but set a limit on it.
Guess one thought I had was maybe $100 for right now, and then we'll look into it, and whatever it is next year is whatever it is next year.
That sounds reasonable.
Are we gonna, well, I'm just thinking, we don't even have a permit to give him, or...
Right, but our vote is sufficient
Yeah.
to call it permitted, and we can,
Chief, when we talk about a background check, what is it that you do?
Basically, I check our local computer system
Yeah.
to see that, and then I do a criminal background check to see if he's got any criminal history. That would prohibit him from running a taxi. However, there's nothing that would prohibit him from running a taxi service,
Right.
any law that would do that. But I don't know if you want to set a criteria, if the board wants to set a criteria, like, I don't know if you want to not issue taxi permits to felons. I don't know. That's something you guys would have to set up, but
It's already in the document sheet.
it is in there?
Yes, no person shall obtain a license to operate a taxi cab until he's been investigated by the police. No person shall be licensed who shall have been convicted of any felony or any crime involving moral turpitude. That's the bar.
And then it says that the chief shall submit a detailed report. So would it be fair to say that under the language of the ordinance as it is, Mr. Carroll's okay?
Yes, he is okay, absolutely.
Because, Chief, one question, is that a state and national check, or just a state check, or? The criminal background?
National check, yes. Yeah.
So I guess what I would request then would be a motion to approve Mr. Carroll's taxi license for the period of 1 year with a fee of $100 and then a commitment by the board for review of our taxi cab regulations and fee structure.
So moved.
I can give you a copy of the other ones. Berlin said it's pretty extensive if you wanted that out.
That would be terrific. That would be very, very helpful. You can provide that to Brian. That would be great. All
I
right.
will second Dick's motion.
All right, so it's been moved by Dick and seconded by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Your license is approved.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and your phone number. We need to know how to get in touch with you if we need a cab in Plymouth.
Oh, you want my phone number?
Yeah.
603-996-1866.
What?
996.
996.
1866.
1866. Okay, so for those in the public who might be interested in using Mr. Carroll's taxi service, his phone number is 996-1866. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we have no unfinished business. Is there any comment from the public this evening? Yes.
Yes, Madam Chair. Do I need to stand, or can you hear me? All right. I didn't see anything on the agenda relative to upcoming events. I just wanted to, I was curious about who on the board was going to participate in this Wednesday's activities relative to the visit by the governor, Maggie Hassan.
Four of the board members are going to be present at that meeting. Myself, Mr. Conklin, Mr. McIver, and Bill Bolton.
Could you explain to the public what that's all about?
Well, as I understand it, the governor and the governor's council meets in different locations throughout the state at in different years, and this year Plymouth, or actually Holderness, but Plymouth State University has been chosen as the location for this meeting, which will include a business meeting, it will include a brief program, and it will also include some awards that are, I believe they call the Unsung Hero Awards, that'll be given to 5 area residents in recognition of things they've done just to improve life in Plymouth and in this region, but who have not received recognition that they richly deserve.
As a follow-up to that, I think it's at 12:30, the Pemmy River group that has been going to be celebrating its 25th anniversary of the Pemmy River Local Advisory Committee. Max Stamp heads that group. And we have a representative in Plymouth, Mike Ahern, was on it for a number of years. I think it might be John Kelly is your current rep to the Pemmy River Local Advisory Committee.
I think he is.
Okay.
Yep.
So anyway, 12:30, they're going to have an event down at the amphitheater relative to a celebration, and they're going to have an award ceremony for that program as well. I don't know if the governor's going to be involved in that, or whether you folks are or not. To be followed at, I think it's at, they're going to have a luncheon as well, and then they're going to be following that with a demonstration of water quality sampling that the Pemmy River does, as well as our group, Baker River Watershed Association, been doing it for a number of years, testing in the Baker River. To be followed by, if anybody's interested, a canoe or a kayak from the Baker River covered bridge down to the takeout at the Fish and Game boat launch at the amphitheater. So it should be, the governor has committed to doing that part of the event as well. So anybody that's interested that wants to get their feet wet, hopefully there'll be enough water to canoe.
Yeah.
Maybe kayak would be more likely, unless we get a lot of rain tomorrow. But that should be a fun event. I think it's good for everybody to know that the governor is coming to Plymouth and is really, actively involved in, river protection measures and the various things that have gone on here in the Plymouth area for so many years. The Bay River has not been involved in that particular program. We opted not to go to a designation as a designated river, but nevertheless, we still follow a lot of the same tenets that they follow relative to river protection and so on. If I may follow up, another topic?
Certainly.
Okay. I just want to thank the select board for not, I think fairly judiciously, not getting involved in water and sewer issues that were discussed in the board's work session. You didn't mention it, I wasn't sure whether you were going to. That, as you know, involves a application by the Bank of New Hampshire to connect into the district's infrastructure, and that whole agreement is being appealed to the Superior Court. So I think that the board is not going to take a position on it. It only makes sense in terms of the legal issues and so on involved. I would, as a former member, former chair of the Water and Sewer District, I would ask and would hope that in the future you keep Dana Hadley, our district administrator, better informed relative to what's going on and share perhaps what the select board is doing relative to those actions, because I think it's unfortunate there isn't better communication between the two boards. And lastly, if I can, I was just curious about the status of the market basket in light of discussions that everybody was aware of back in March. I don't see any signs of activity out there at Riverside Landing. And I'm just curious as to what you might know about what's going on.
The select board is not involved at all in the market basket in any of that, so we have
haven't
no.
submitted any application.
And our rep to the planning board says that they have submitted no application, so there is no news.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Yes.
Well, since I'm here, I just want a couple announcements. Relative to summer is still going strong. August is a big month in the area, but at the university, we sort of feel like summer's over because this Sunday, football team checks in along with some of our student staff. So just as things change in the town, this is the weekend the Sunday that football comes. The following week is when not they all, that's when the other sports teams come, starting the 25th. And there's usually some small group every day up until about move-in. So even though we don't officially open till September 2nd, which was a great thing that started 3 years ago, sort of accidentally when we had the flood, that we held off and moved everybody in on Labor Day. But the subcommittee that was working with the town and the campus about trying to shorten the time when the mass of students come and when classes start was really in place last year, and it went really well, and we're continuing it. So the students, all the masses, even though we have about 400 students before September 2nd, all of those are pretty much involved with an activity pre-school starting. The other 2,800 or 3,800 will arrive around September 2nd. And we started classes a day early. So they move in on Monday. They're kept pretty busy until Tuesday night the classes start, instead of a 3 or 4 day interim between that. And that was something that worked with town folks and the college a few years back and was implemented, and that's what we plan on doing this year. So just keeping people informed. We've been working closely with both the chiefs and towns of Holderness and Plymouth. We have a move-in meeting this week and work all together to try to make the move-in day as painless as possible and the time between when the students get here and when classes start. So just thought I'd share that since we're here tonight. Any questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank
All right, Mr.
I have two questions. One, in with discussion about this event with the governor. Is this a public, to the public, or is it a thing over at the skating rink, or what is it?
The
Governor and council meeting.
Yes, the governor and council meeting, I believe it is open to the public. If anybody's interested in attend, it starts at asked us to get there I think they come out of their executive session, their non-public meeting will be over, and we have been asked to be there by 9:30. So I think that's about when people should plan on being there.
I heard today we received the agenda and it starts at 10. The meeting will start they asked us to be there at 9:30 to mix and mingle. Meeting starts at 10. It is open to the public.
At the
At the Welcome Center.
Welcome Center? And the second question I have is coming to my attention, we're talking to some residents on Main Street. They were talking about the fact that they used to be able to watch the select board meetings and the planning board meetings on TV, but now they no longer can because something has changed in the cable system. And I'll claim ignorance on that set, but I didn't know what agreement elements, as far as the town with the cable providers, as to whether the 3 and 20 are still...
Those are still our public access channels.
Okay.
You need to get, and when I go to 3 and go to 20, I get this screen. You need to go to Time Warner, get some kind of a digital box, which I think is free for a month, and then you start paying for it.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure what was in the agreement on any change of technology issues, and I just bring it up to see what the situation was.
I think
Box only for those
we
two
can get more detailed information and put it on the town's website,
Okay.
and we'll provide a more detailed answer to that at the next meeting, too. But I think it does have to do, I know that Time Warner did send out a notice talking about upgrade to digital technology, so it probably is connected to that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other comment? Yes.
Madam Chair, just wanted to let the public know that the police department has overhauled their website. It's a lot easier to use now. We have sections in there, please help us identify, so if there are suspects that we're looking for or whatnot, there's a section in there, please take a look at it. Also, if you're going away on vacation and you'd like us to check your home, there's a section on there where you can request where we can check your house for you. Bruder's got his own section there, our K-9 unit, and we actually have a donate button now, so you can donate right online with a credit card to our K-9 program.
Is the police website, is there a link to that on the town website, too?
There is, yes. It's www.plymouthpd.org.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? All right. We have no non-public business to conduct at this time, so at this point, I would request a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Mike, seconded by Neil. All those in favor?
All right.
Aye. This meeting is adjourned.